Just because Oden was able to land a good hit in on Kaido does not mean he was ever going to win this fight. Not only was he going to lose, but he was always going to be destined to lose for the simple fact that he was not Joy Boy. The whole point of Toki's prophecy was to let everybody know that in 20 years there's going to be new people that come into the new world, and those will be the dudes that took Kaido down. But what if that wasn't true? What if Oden was able to take down Kaido on this day? Even though he isn't Joy Boy, what would be the ramifications of what happens like later on in the history of this world? Because if you remember, Oden wanted to open the borders of Wano, meaning in the event that he took Kaido down, this would have been the next step that he took. However, this would have been the absolute worst thing you could have done for the land of Wano. Because the instant those borders came down, within 24 hours, the world government will take that thing over. They were waiting for this the entire time. But when the dude that's known to never lose in 1v1 fights shows up on that island, has the mythical Zoan dragon double fruit, and they chose to make this their perch, you're now SOL. But that was only because Kaido also kept the borders up, so they really had no way of trying to get on land without a giant dragon blowing up their ships from the sky. And even when you do make it to land, you're not guaranteed to beat him there either. But Oden is different. Despite how strong he is, there's not much he can do to threaten the world government at large, especially when the borders of Wano are down. Keep in mind that the world government does know that Pluton is on Wano, so I wouldn't be surprised if the 5 elders themselves pull up here. And with these dudes showing up, admirals, buster calls potentially being thrown, despite how strong Oden and his Skybirds are, I just don't see them being able to deal with that. Especially when they can now attack Wano from all sides because you don't have any more borders. And honestly, it makes a lot of sense that this outcome would play out, because Oden didn't want to be a shogun anyway. But then you look at the future and you see his son Momonosuke, who is destined to be the next shogun. He says the complete opposite. I want to keep the borders closed. Like I was out there and I traveled the world and them dudes out there is crazy. We gonna leave these borders up until they figure their stuff out. And he wasn't lying, because the ops were literally outside like rats. We almost got them. Wano would have been cooked if they did not keep these borders up. So when it comes back to Oden versus Kaido, Oden was always going to lose, because if he won, the fate of the world would have been done. World government would have Pluton, a whole ancient weapon that can blow up islands, plus the other possible ancient weapon that they have blow up the entire kingdom of Leloucia. Other than Shirahoshi, these guys would be like dang near 2 for 3 when it came to ancient weapons. So you can say Oden should have won if you want to. I'm just saying if he did, it probably wouldn't have ended well for the rest of humanity.